I am a sucker for a pretty cover on a book. So here I am to talk about 10 of my absolute favourites from the year. I have picked 10 books that have been released in the year 2019 to showcase in this particular video, and then there is one honourable mention, which is actually Lee's favourite cover. I asked him just to look at all the books that I've read this year so far and pick his favourite cover, and that's not a book that's been released this year because that would have been far too complicated for him, but he has picked his favourite. First up, we have The Beholder by Anna Bright, which has this really lovely metallic pale pink lettering with the, is that the bow of a ship? I think that's the bow of the ship, I'm not sure. But it's incredibly pretty. This copy also has really beautiful sprayed edges, pale pink end pages, burgundy, sort of rose gold pink lettering, and I just think that this book is absolutely stunning. I didn't particularly enjoy the contents of the book, which is a shame, but it is one of my favourite covers of the year. Then we have Daisy Jones and the Six, which is incredibly colourful, and if you know anything about me, you will know that I absolutely love colour. I'm the kind of person that does not dress in monotone. I will wear yellow with pink quite happily. That's just the kind of person that I am. So all of the colours and the font on this are very, very lovely. I particularly like the ticket stub end pages, which are super colourful as well. We've just got plain black with silver lettering on the naked hardcover, but I just find this book very, very pleasing to look at. I'm going to talk about a couple together next. We have The Binding by Bridget Collins and The Deathless Girls by Kieran Millward Hargrave, both of which have very pretty covers on them with lots of foiling. You will see a theme in this video. I do like foiling on my covers, but these are both very, very pretty on the front. But where they get completely stunning is underneath the dust jacket. So The Binding has end pages that look like this, and then this is what the naked hardback looks like. Beautiful. And yes, foiling. You see the theme forming. And then The Deathless Girls has sprayed edges, super lovely floral end pages, and more foiling on the naked hardback. It's only one-sided, this one, sadly, but it is absolutely beautiful and I love them both. As for the stories themselves, Daisy Jones and the Six I really enjoyed. The Deathless Girls I really enjoyed, but I was really disappointed by The Binding, which is a shame. Next up, more foiling, we have a Romanov by Nadine Brands, which is very bold and I really like that. So it's a little bit of gold foiling with white and red and black, and I just think it's really, really lovely. Nothing special under the dust jacket though, just black naked hardback with gold lettering and plain white end pages, so nothing super special there, but this dust jacket is really, really pretty and I absolutely loved this book, which is a bonus. A couple of paperbacks to talk about now. There won't be very many in this video because most of the time new release books are released in hardback and you then don't get the paperbacks for a year. But I do have two paperbacks to mention. The first, yes, there's foiling, is The Starlight Watchmaker by Lauren James, which has this internal cog wheel design from inside a piece of clockwork with gold foiling and stars on it, and I I really, really love this one, and I also loved this book. And then something a little different, there's no foiling involved here, we have The Kingdom by Jess Rothenberg, which I find really pleasing to look at because we have this reflection where the reflection is completely different. We've got very pink up here and dark down here. I really just like the combination of colours and the reflection that happens along the middle of the book here. I really, really enjoy this one, and I think it's really different, and I like that. Moving on to another book with no foiling, we have The Wicked Fox by Kat Cho, and frankly I just absolutely love the colour of this cover. This pale pink purpley shade is really, really pretty, and I like the character art that's on the front. It's also one of those velvet feel covers, which I really enjoy. This one is the Fairyloot exclusive, so it has sprayed edges, just plain white end papers, but also a burgundy sort of coloured naked hardback, again with the pink foiling on the spine. And just the combination of the velvety paper, I don't think it really picks up on camera, but it gives it a visual texture as well as a physical texture. I don't know how to explain that. I hope you know what I mean. I lied, there is slight foiling on the lettering, but it's not actually foil, it's just that this is a shine finish on the lettering rather than the matte velvet effect finish, but I just really enjoy the scene that's depicted here, and the colours are beautiful. Then we have The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. Yes, we're back with the foiling, and we're going to be back with the foiling for the duration now, or at least until we get to Lee's pick. So on this one we have blue swirlies and I'm going to call this a bee. It's clearly a wasp, but I hate wasps and I think bees are cute. So we're going to call that a bee, a gold foil bee with gold foil lettering. There's also gold foiling on the spine. The back is absolutely beautiful as well. There's stencil sprayed edges, and mine is the Waterstones exclusive edition, so they had different naked hardbacks depending on which colour you got. So I have pink, so it has the key in the middle, swords at the side and bees at the top. On the other colours, those patterns are the same, it's just that they're in different places. And this is what the spine looks like, and I just think that this book, particularly this edition of this book, is absolutely stunning. Oh yes, there's also the end pages that have bees on them. I think that the end pages were different depending on which colour naked hardback you got, but I can't verify because I only have the one. And then the final pick of mine is the Fairyloot exclusive edition of Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, which is just absolutely beautiful. There's the snake that follows around, the stencil sprayed edges, there's a silver ribbon bookmark, there's foiling, there's lots to like about this book, and I feel kind of bad including this one because it's an exclusive edition and you can't get it anywhere else, whereas although some of these were exclusive editions, the only difference was sprayed edges or not. So I feel kind of bad, but I wanted to talk about my favourite covers of the year, and this has to make the list because it's absolutely stunning. And then for Lee's favourite, he initially picked this yellow copy of Frankly in Love, but I don't have that edition. I have an ARC of that book, and I showed him the ARC cover and he didn't like that. So I made him pick a different one, but just know that this yellow edition of Frankly in Love by David Yoon was actually his favourite. His second favourite, and that would have been perfect because it actually was released this year, but anyway, his second favourite is The Last Beginning by Lauren James, which is actually book 2 in the Next Together duology, and I can't explain to you why he likes it. Probably because it looks slightly sciencey, which is a good shout because it is a science fiction book, and it's colourful, which I think he likes. So that's the honourable mention of Lee's favourite cover out of the books that I have read this year. Now, I am sure that I have forgotten lots of amazing covers for the year. I have just picked from the ones in my own collection, and I know that there are lots of stunning covers out there of books that I haven't got my hands on yet. So if there are any covers that you particularly loved this year, please let me know so that I can go and look at a picture of them and admire them from afar. But that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks. Bye.